Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to From the Road with Robert. I think I'm about to sneeze. Anyway, go ahead and stay tuned. I got some updates for you. I've had a couple of close calls in this thing that were a little terrifying, to be honest. So if you want to know more, be right back after the intro. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me from the road with Robert here with Das Kitty. I am on the road right now. I'd explained in my last video, I think the last time I connected with you guys was in Bakersfield, California. I am now in Arizona. I did have a short stay in Vegas. I worked on a couple of things on the RV. And I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but I had this situation called death wobble. I guess is what they're calling it. If you Google it, just look up death wobble. It mostly relates to Jeeps, but it does happen to motorhomes, and it can be very, very scary. It's where you get to above a certain speed and you hit like a bump or a pothole in the road, and the whole thing just starts shaking like an earthquake, and it's practically impossible to control. The only thing you can do is to hold the wheel, don't apply the brakes or the gas, and just let the thing coast down until it stops. So I had that happen not once, but twice. The first time I took it in to a place in California. They did the alignment because they said everything was tight and the alignment was off. So I let them do the front end alignment on this thing. And then I went on my merry way, and it felt tighter, it felt good, until it happened again. And this time it was when I was leaving out of Vegas to come to Arizona, and the roads in Arizona are so freaking bad. So yeah, it happened again. So I pulled into a shop, and I can't even remember the name of the town, but it's right as you come like out of Vegas and you go down the 93 there, whatever town that is. I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, I went to a town, and excuse the semi-truck noise. I went to a town, and they went ahead and re-inspected it and went, hey, everything is tight, but your steer and stabilizer shock is blowing out and leaking all over the place. I was like, okay, well, I've read that it's not really that can cause the issue, it can just cover up the issue. Well, they looked at my tires and said, hey, you have like these aggressive all-terrain tires on here. I was like, yeah, I've always had them, so I've owned this thing. Turns out it's the wrong kind of tires for the motorhome. So I had to go ahead and put 2 new tires on the front, and they're telling me that was the problem and it should resolve it. But I still, after it happened twice, my confidence is still a little knocked. So I pulled in here last night outside of Ash Fork. Yes, Ash Fork. I remember one of the names of the places. And it's nothing glamorous. It was pretty empty last night. There wasn't all these trucks here. It was really quiet, really peaceful. Actually, it's pretty dang level too. So I just relaxed. I put the surround sound on. I watched a movie last night, and I just relaxed and tried to forget about everything. But this morning, the reason the hood's down is checking fluids. We are getting ready to get back on the road and to see what happens. So please, if you guys have any other ideas, I could really use your help. My friend John has been good enough to help, and my friend Mike, we talked about weight distribution maybe. So I try to move some stuff up front. I'm gonna get it weighed today. Maybe that's the cause. But everything is tight on that front end. It's been tracked twice plus by a mobile mechanic too. So I don't know, but I used to love driving this thing, and now it scares the shit out of me. Anyway, I'm hoping it's resolved, but I get this uneasy feeling every time I hit a bump like it's gonna do it again, because it feels like it's going to. And the roads here, well, yeah, they're terrible. Even the parking places where you park are terrible. Anyway, I just wanted to drop in and give you guys an update. There has been a slight change in plans, and I will fill you in on that on the next video. It's a surprise, but we're not heading to Quartzsite just yet. We're taking a little detour. Anyway, let's go inside real quick. I want to check everything is turned off and ready to go. So I just leave the main power on because, my inverter barely pulls anything, and I do prefer the sound of this thing, the surround, while driving over the inbuilt stereo. But yeah, I got the fridge on gas. The water pump is off. The water heater's off. I got things that could fall in the sink. This toaster and this coffee pot never goes anywhere. And then bathroom door is closed. Bedroom door is fixed in place. DOS Kitty on the floor back here. Hi, baby. This is her new spot to ride, usually. You don't want to be on camera, huh? What do you got to say about that, huh? She said, leave me alone. Stop pointing that thing at me. Alright. So we're pretty much set. But yeah, guys, and then my e-bike secured. If you guys have any ideas, I try to bring a little bit of weight up front. I put some in the storage up here. I put some under the couch. I try to bring a little more forward in just the hopes of giving it a more stable feeling, because I feel like after they done the work, it doesn't feel as stable. So I don't know. I'd read something about getting the correct kind of tire balance for it too. I've read so much stuff, you know, but the point is the front end has been inspected 3 times now and they're not finding any major issues, so it's gotta be something stupid. I don't know. Anyway, comments, suggestions, likes, subscribe if you want to see more. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you feel so inclined to help me out on my travels, or just as a thank you, I had to have a link for buy me a coffee in the description, but you don't have to do that. But I'd be amiss if I didn't mention it. Anyway, appreciate each and every one of you, and me and DOS Kitty here. DOS, hey baby, say hi, say bye. Nope, she's not playing. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Alright, peace out.